There are procedures within the housing department that where a case meets the criteria, whether it's on account of an individual's illness, social circumstances, location of their premises, that if officials feel that this meets the criteria for additional assistance to an individual, then there are procedures to be able to accelerate that applicant. And as I said earlier, those are the procedures that they ask us to invoke monthly for numerous applicants who are not at the top of the list. Housing officials met with this gentleman. They are experienced enough to be able to assess the situation, to recommend that it be accelerated, and I have full faith in the representations that they made and that the decision that was made to make an allocation in this case was the right one. Action for Housing go further, and they try and make allegations of my personal involvement or personal connection to this individual. I don't know who this individual is. I never met with this individual. This individual met with government officials, not with myself. So I honestly do not understand this conspiracy theory and these allegations made by Action for Housing, not only against, well, not even against the department, but directly against myself. Those are denied, and they are absolutely wrong and mistaken in that view.
Action for Housing are categorically denying having requested for this individual's application to be expedited. But the Ministry is saying they did receive that request. Do you maintain that position?
Well, this individual's name was on a list when they presented their cases at their monthly meetings with housing officials. This applicant's name was on that list, and the reason that he was on that list is because they were asking the housing department to assist this person, obviously given his circumstances. There are other cases where people are nowhere near the top of the list, and Action for Housing very vociferously make representations that we allocate them premises.
When they requested further information, Action for Housing was cited with data protection issues as to the why they couldn't be granted access to greater information. But can't data protection perhaps be used as a shield from which allows you to withhold information?
Not at all. And the department is always absolutely transparent, but we need to find the balance between providing information that is reasonable, but at the same time safeguarding the personal situation of someone whose identity they were aware of. And I am absolutely satisfied at the position taken by both my ministry and the housing department in not disclosing this information, because the matter was in fact referred to the regulator, and the conclusion of the Data Protection Commissioner was that we could not disclose this information. So there is absolutely nothing untoward. There's nothing untoward in not disclosing the information, and there is nothing untoward in the decision of the housing department in this allocation. I am absolutely satisfied that officials have behaved appropriately at every level, and I can confirm that this person is not known to me and there is no personal involvement in this case.